Welcome to Verbal Pig Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. This is Verbal Pig Radio, and we are everyday people who gives you a view of everyday life from the common man, from the everyday person, which is everyone on the planet is an everyday person. But sometimes the ego makes you think that you're more than what you are. So there lies the problem. Do our leaders govern out of their egos, or do they really care about the concerns of the American people? Or what's the vision or the direction in which they're trying to take the country to? Now, Stephen Miller, and I know you all saw the news feeds and the big buzz about the comment he made, or statement, that the president cannot be questioned. Now, where did he get that mindset from, or that ideology, or where did the energy come from that caused him to make that statement? Because you have to remember, a lot of these people are privy to information to where they're in the boardroom meetings, they're in the private meetings, they're with the elect officials on a regular basis, even when they're just funning around. And so from those meetings and those sit-downs and things that he was privy to be a part of, the attitude that stemmed from that is one that led him to come on national television and basically make a statement that Trump is your new king and no one has the authority to question the king. And you may ask, well, why is that? Because now, not the Pope, because at one point the Pope was the vicar of Christ, or the right hand of God, or they would say that God would send his message to the Pope, then the Pope would deliver it amongst the people. Trump is saying, no, that's not the way it is now. I'm Lord in kingship. I get that message direct to the king, and we distribute the message to the people. And therein lies your conflict. Because if you notice, Trump is setting up his royal court. He's going to use the Homeland Security and all that it details, and giving him, the president, the ultimate authority under the guise of Homeland Security. Now they're working on overriding the judges and getting them in line. The citizens, the protesters, they're not even concerned with all the protesters, because the vision of his agenda is more important than the vision of the citizens of the United States of America. The citizens of the United States of America says that we don't mind immigrants coming to this country, because business owners know that these people that come from different countries are your chemists, your scientists, your mathematicians, They work in all your high tech or on all your high tech brands. They help in the competition for the superior product. One company might hire them to create or build something that's better than what's out on the market by its opponent. So they need people, or how they call it, brilliant minds, to come into America to keep America ahead of the race. So the company execs are saying, hey, we're losing money when you holding up these brilliant minds from other countries to come over here and produce products that keep us ahead of the race. Now, the problem is when you don't allow the best and the brightest into this country, then what you'll create is a situation of the rich and the poor, and there'll be no middle class. Now, the problem with that is you have a lot of politicians who are based on greed and not the will of the people. So they believe, hey, if I can make more money that can be allocated towards me and raise my standard of living, taken from the middle class, it's fine. The poor, they take from the middle class to give to the poor. Take from the middle class to give to the rich. If you stop bringing in the best and the brightest minds from all over this planet, then what's going to happen is you're going to have corporations who will say, okay, American people, you lead the frontier. You be the best and the brightest and bring out products that'll outdo the opponent's products. And they're saying with this social engineering, with the mindset of the youth today, with the drug abuse that's going on from Vermont to West Virginia, it's not going to happen. I mean, on a mass scale, production on a mass scale by the mind of the American people who are lagging behind other countries when it comes to education. They're not going clearly. They're not going to hold up to that task. So, if you stop the best and the brightest from coming to America from different countries, that's the slow down. That's the slowing down of America. If you do that, and if you continue to deport the Hispanics from America, then you and I as well know that the American citizen is not going to get out there in the heat when they're calling this 2017 will be the hottest summer on record, in the heat, and pick the crops for America. You know, and I know as well, that when the whites first came to America, they tried to slave the Native Americans. Native Americans couldn't work around them. They were getting sick with diseases. They were dying. And the reason why they got the black man out of Africa, because of his immune system, he could work around whites without getting sick. And that natural God-gifted melanin protected him from the effects of the sun rays. Now you know from the sun is not in the same position as it was back in slavery time, and it's not putting out the same sort of heat. It's putting out a new type of heat, especially from the effects of depleting ozone. So white people know good and well that they can't be out there in that heat in the summertime. They don't make a sunscreen strong enough to protect them to protect their skin from the sun. And black people are not doing it. Well, you will never, America, they'll never be able to get. But let's put it like this. The massive black people don't want to have anything to do with slavery. You can take that card off the table. He's not happy. So, you need America to be diverse if it wants to remain a place of freedom for those, well, let's put it like this, a place of freedom compared to third world countries. America is the greatest. But a certain mindset and a certain ideology can easily make this into a third world country. When you have an ego, or when you have something that says, I know the way, I'm the only one who knows the way. And the plan is not well thought out, and so you drag people along, mistake after mistake, and they're at your mercy until you get it right. It's not fair because things should be plotted out or planned out based on mathematics and science, not on what I think it should be or what I feel or believe how it should turn out. That's just wishful thinking. But when you're really going to achieve a goal, then you have to plot out your course in a mathematical, precise way. Just like in Hidden Colors, when she calculated the distance and the time in order for the shuttle to land or come back through its atmosphere without killing John Glenn or burning up the shuttle that he was in. So keep in mind, if you're not reading, if you're not studying, then, I don't know, what are you doing? You just here. Saving souls through music is coming at you. It's going to be wonderful for the city of Houston. So make sure you all stay tuned into that. Keep it up on the Facebook page, Verbal Pick Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Verbal Pick Radio. We don't broadcast every day because we're just starting off, and we have a lot of more things that we're doing throughout the city as far as dealing with music and putting together a docu-movie, non-profit for youth to educate the youth, which is on its way. So, I mean, just bear with us, because I know a lot of people that listen to the show, and from the feedback that I get personally is that they want more. They want it every day and not, but sometimes, and we're working on an everyday show, but sometimes it's best when it hits you and you deliver it to the people and you're not under any specific type of time or rule or time constraints. Whenever I feel like it's time, then I'll release something. And if it's not on my mind at the time, then, because I don't want to waste anybody's time, like Brother Neely Fuller says, either what you're doing is constructive or non-constructive. And there's no in-between, so I want to be constructive. Verbal Pick Radio, your host, Vince Muhammad, a.k.a. Cold Black, COLBLAC. Google it, check it out, and we're out.